Welcome on board C'est La Vie. We'd like to give a big shout out to our sponsors for this video, West Marine, Shaka Kai, and Costa Sunglasses. Let's see what's out there.
Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning. So I've had a lot of questions on how to fish, or how we fish behind C'est La Vie. Been lucky and have had some good success. A little luck never hurts anyone. But I'll also show you what I'm doing. I'm trolling 350 wides at times, but mostly just 2 rods. Right now, just 1 rod. This is pretty much, I have a whole suitcase full of fishing gear, but this is what I'm using. The bags are sorted into as small as a fly to a small feather. You can find these, a real accessible lure, really nice, easy, they catch everything. And you got some bigger feathers, like more proper trolling, nice lures, some daisy chains, some purples, islander lures are great, cedar plug, classic, and our strike point dredge on a 600-pound hand line that we could put off and cleat off, which is pretty freaking cool. We also use this for our flasher, so it's just on a cable with a lead, and we can either troll it behind the boat and attract fish. We've had marlin come up, wahoo, mahi, it's pretty cool, and then you just pull it in and then reel the fish in. And then here's the big lures. Right now I have, this is my pride and joy right here. I actually went fishing with Mr. Shimano, one of the grandkids of the original Mr. Shimano, and it was cool. They gave me a discount code, so I was able to purchase some Talicas. Great reel, real expensive. I go 100-pound braid to an esky rod bent butt, and it's cool because to reel in a fish here, I just have to sit here and can turn on the handle with my other hand right here, and then the rod does all the work for me. It's important to have a low gear. Can make your fight a lot easier. Steps landed 40-pound mahi, big wahoos. Right now I have a big Azores lure out. The tuna feast is really fun to watch swim. I caught a mahi on it yesterday. We're going really fast right now with the spinnaker up. So I'm pulling the rod in. I don't want to deal with the fish right now. Sometimes it's not worth it when you're going really fast. It's better just to pull the lines in and wait till you're actually ready to fish and the conditions allow it. As we come to this side, we have our 2 TLDs. One's thanks to West Marine for hooking it up. These are great portable reels, pretty much bulletproof. I don't even know how many years this one is. It's probably 5, 6, 7 years old. So this is my flying fish rig. Caught a nice wahoo on the mono, which is pretty lucky. Like I said, luck helps. You know, normally wahoo will cut you off, but this guy was hooked perfectly. Little chin weight and copper wire and a squid head, and then you could rig up pretty much ballyhoo or a flying fish. You probably even rig a squid, which might be kind of cool to try. I really think it's important to have a wind-on leader, which is basically just mono to the braid. I like to fish braid, but this is where it attaches. So you have a bimini twist to this right here, cat's paw, and then a bunch of mono so you can hand line, leader them in. And you can see I can turn this handle as well without taking it out of the rod holder, which is nice. That's why it's off to the side. Here's our other setup. This one thanks to West Marine. He hooked it up big time. This is one lure that has all scratches, no fish. Probably been bit 5 times. I really want to catch a fish on it. That's why I recommend the Rapalas. But this one's good. You could troll at any speed and just not worry about it. Hope for a big fish. I bet a big wahoo will destroy you. If you get a wolf pack wahoo, they would definitely chow that thing. If you're going really fast like we are now, I would probably just put out 2 wahoo lures with cable, go heavy drag. We've caught some wahoo, they'll just be skipping behind the boat, and we didn't even know they were there until we looked back. So that's kind of cool, and then you just drag them in and you don't even have to slow down if you fish the heavy drag like that. It's good because you have cable, and then you're not trying to lose any of your gear. That wind-on leader acts as a shock cord. You know, just try not to overcomplicate things. You want a long, a medium, a short, so in case you have to turn, they don't get tangled. If all 3 lines go off, it's going to be a mess, especially if you're going fast. So just be smart with what you want to put out there. Only fish 1 line if you can only fish 1 line. If you can add a 2nd line, that's great. Try not to reinvent the wheel, hey. When in doubt, put the feather out. If I don't get the bite, that's all right, but we're prepared for whatever. I fish heavy. I'd rather land the fish than lose my gear. The Rapala lures with the trebles. I think Yozuri makes some Rapala style lip plugs that work really well. I really like their classic Bonita. They control pretty much any speed, I think. And they get bites. It looks like a Bonita. It has swivels on the hooks. It's a classic. And then any chugger head style lure, that's how you make smoke and swim. That's awesome for mahi, billfish. You'll even catch some wahoo on it sometimes. Go long on a feather. The feather only has to be this big. Sometimes I use a fly this big and I catch tuna. My friend in Fiji once told me, big lures catch big fish, but small lures catch all fish. I know I have a lot of quirky sayings. One more is elephants eat peanuts. So you can catch big fish on small lures and you'll catch everything else along the way. If you want to get a bite, maybe a small tuna for a dinner or a mahi. They really love those micro things. I could talk fishing for hours, so I'm gonna cut myself off.
So we are in day 11 and current conditions are solid 8-foot seas, 8-foot swell with long periods, but we also have a bunch of surface chop and we have consistent 8-foot waves as well. We've had these conditions for the past about 30 hours or so, 36 hours. We knew yesterday that the conditions were going to pick up. We saw it on the forecast and we're expecting that these conditions are going to last all the way to French Polynesia. We have about another 10 days. Luckily, we've all gotten very accustomed to these conditions before this trip. If we were in these conditions, we would have been like, whoa, this is rough, hunker down, and we can't wait till it ends. But at this point, there's nothing really we can do, and we're all doing really well. We're cooking, we're cleaning, we're working out the best we can as we're getting kind of tossed around the boat. And I definitely have some bruises on my legs. I'm sure the guys do too. But the good news is we've had no major injuries, no sicknesses, and no major things break. So fingers crossed, knock on wood, we've had a really great crossing so far, and these conditions are just pushing us even faster to French Polynesia, so we're really not complaining about that either. The one thing we were a little concerned about is our spinnaker. We noticed yesterday that it does have a little pull and kind of a run in the sail at the very top, and looking at the conditions, we knew it was going to pick up, so we were really proactive in dropping the spinnaker early and putting up the full rig instead. With a crossing like this, it's all about preservation. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint, so we want to make sure that we're doing things as safely as we can, and that includes preserving our sails. We definitely don't want to blow out our spinnaker this early on. We're going between like 6 and 10 knots, and as we're going this fast, we are
taking water. Tanks are almost full, pretty much running it every day for 2 hours. That's about what we're using. Being pretty generous with our water consumption. Everyone's getting showers when they need to, and drinking and coffee and ice and rinsing down decks. So get the puppy hair off. Try to get a little routine when the sun's high. We gotta run the engines. We burned 25 gallons and 1,600 miles, mostly just to charge the batteries on the autopilot, run the water maker, and just to ensure that we're staying on course. But not bad. I'm happy with 25 gallons.
Yeah, for sure. Ziky is doing well, but his mouth just keeps bleeding and I can't get it to stop. I have him on Hemoblock, which is a blood clotting medication that I got in Galapagos, hopefully to try to stop the bleeding. But the cancer is just growing so aggressively and his mouth's so irritated that he'll just start bleeding, and then he starts licking, and then it's just blood everywhere. And the problem with that is that the blood is actually making his mouth infected, so it's starting to smell really bad. Luckily I do have antibiotics, so I put him on antibiotics. So he's on the antibiotics and the blood clotting medication, as well as all of his supplements. He's sleeping through the night, and other than the bleeding, he's really in good spirits and he's feeling great. He's walking around the boat, he's pooping, peeing, eating, sleeping through the night, wagging his little tail. I just feel horrible because I feel helpless. I can't get the bleeding to stop, and it has to be so uncomfortable for him. And cancer sucks. It's just the worst thing ever. That's the only downfall of the trip so far. All right, well, 10 days, 4 eggs. Let's see what we can do. Wahoo! Massive fish! It might spool us.
No, it won't spool us. Turn downwind some.
Okay, can I have you? Actually, yeah, take that.
This reel is just
It's
blistering.
massive. It just took off.
Oh my goodness.
You don't think it'll spool us? That is a massive wahoo.
You want to pull in the jib?
Yeah.
Alright, let me do the jib, I'll pull the jib.
You saw it?
I didn't see it, I just heard it and hit it.
Could be a big tuna. Woo. That's a proper hit. I haven't had a real stream like that in a while. I got line coming in.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, swim down on this side.
I'm unclipped. Is there any way we can slow down more?
I can go more down, please.
Yes, please. Reversing doesn't sound like a good option.
Okay.
It's gonna be a team fish. Got some line?
Happy stick is right here.
Oh, the happy stick's a long way away, brother. That thing took so much line.
I know. I just want to have.
I hear you.
Well,
wanna
you
know
have
where
to
we
tap
go.
7.
Yeah, for sure. I'll let Seb get on it.
It'd be cool if everybody reeled a little bit.
Hell yeah. So my strategy is I'm putting this like right on my pelvic bone and holding the top of the rod and just more lean back with like your legs. Probably give me a clip into my shorts.
Oh, heard, I got you, I'm on it.
But I heard it hit, and it literally, like the reel should have been smoking. It was going so fast. I thought for sure we were gonna get spooled. I thought for sure.
So much line on this rod.
Colton preparing for this moment.
This is when low gear comes in handy.
Yeah. I bet.
It wasn't until I started sailing I realized what low gear was for. You just got no choice. Gotta dig deep. Fight them hard. My strategy on this is hold it up high. Look, I'm straight arm, so I'm not pulling on my biceps. I'm just leaning back. It's about as high as I want to go. Reel down. And when he runs, let him run. When you can reel.
Yes.
keep the tension in the line. I back down the drag some. You hear that tweak?
Yeah. Toy.
Frickin'
Toy.
guitar string.
All right, everybody guess what it is.
Tuna.
Tuna. So if you need to, you can put it off to one side of your business, right in your hip. You just gotta be really careful you don't pinch yourself, because these pinches are like extreme. Yeah, extreme. As low as you can go, because it's probably looser on that, and you're gonna be like sagging it. Get that down there. It's gonna be like on your hip bone, your pelvic bone.
How's it feel, Laurent?
Just in place.
Wow. Feels big?
Yep. Feels like you're dragging the seat.
You're good. Sail's all right.
I'm just kind of playing back and forth between downwinding.
That's perfect. You're all right. Now reel down. Let me know when you want to break, and I could swap out and go to.
And I can jump in again too.
Okay.
Sorry, that first time wasn't a very good showing. It's a lot harder than you anticipate.
Yeah. Especially the first time you do it, it's.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck? My hands were cramped up.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what to do with this hand. That was awesome.
I'm around 20 rounds like that.
Alright, so babe, when it gets close, are you just want them to walk backwards and you're going to try to gap it?
I'm not a leader it.
Mine needs someone tap in.
Give me that.
More welcome to get involved.
Grip your front one on.
Come with a towel though. You're gonna have to put a towel between your legs.
I can't use the thing?
It would be better this way. Feel some fury. You okay?
Yep.
Yeah, it's coming, it's coming. Good job.
That was scary. I thought I was going in. It started to fall so hard. I was gonna go in. I was going in with the rod. No, literally my whole body came off the seat.
A bump of reverse. Oh man, he's just digging right now.
I think it's a tuna. He's like sounding so hard. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Isn't this fun?
That would have been so funny if I just went into the water with the rod.
We'd have been famous.
Yeah, for sure.
Can we get on some of them? Or you want more? One more?
Oh my god!
All right.
Okay. Like, that would pull me in so fast.
Oh, can I get some gloves, dude?
Here, what can I
got
hold? Can you hold something?
All right, Laurent, you about ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on.
You ready?
Yeah. You want to get in, Laurent?
No. You said no. You do it. You get in. You get in there. Bring it up.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Real.
Okay, what? Come on, guys.
Go.
Let's go.
Alright, I could get in if you want.
They're not just beauty muscles.
Big freaking tuna. Oh! Oh! You're holding most of the weight, bro.
It's okay. Friends of four. Felt like we lost him.
Just big head shakes. Stop you. You okay?
Yeah, this is
Top notch, fun.
You rest. Let me take this.
Okay. Still deep breath. There you go.
3 of you are going to
Oh boy.
sit. All 3 guys going against this fish right now. That is so epic. I can't wait to see what it is. Come on, fish. You guys have the gaff in a safe place?
Yes.
Talk to us.
We're good. You guys are kind of coming. This is it. How you guys holding up? Yeah.
Good. Just
Yeah.
I can't see shit.
Fish to yourself every you can. Look behind your left shoulder. That could be the biggest tuna I've ever seen before. Go up, Fred. Almost down here. Go.
Holy cow. That is a monster. We have a monster tuna, yes. Holy cow.
I'm on leader.
We got color. Full has the leader. You're doing awesome, Laurent. So here's the thing, we have 6% on the GoPro if you could go faster. Got me a bumper burst?
It's the biggest yellowfin I've ever seen. No. Here it comes. What do you guys want to do with this?
So
Keeping it now?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes. If we have to get rid of all the veggies that we have, we're keeping it.
Holy cow.
Forward. You're gonna need to be on the wheel for me, babe.
Want me to dive for?
Go a little easier on the drag.
A little easier on the drag?
Just like one
Very,
thing.
very little.
Down.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
You okay? Everybody okay? Yeah.
No. What happened?
Hold off.
No. This is what heartbreak looks like. No. How'd it pull off?
Broke the knot. Broke off at the knot. Snap swivel. And it's awesome. At least we got to see him.
That was insane.
Damn.
We know it was. That was 150, 200 pound yellowfin tuna.
That's insane.
I'm happy with that result, honestly.
I'm not happy with this.
I would have loved to drag that thing onto the deck. Frozen bags of tuna?
Yeah, for sure.
You get a bag of tuna.
Yeah.
You get a bag of tuna.
Dan, right there.
You guys all saw him?
Yeah.
You saw him? Step? You guys see him? Nice.
The big yellow.
It was massive. That was a big
Yeah, that's, that's awesome. We got to at least see the fish. A lot of these fish you never see them, but sucks we lost them, but
I was tasting that shit already, bro.
thankfully I already baked pizza.
Good consolation.
Oh,
You guys want to throw the banana right away?
yeah.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Alright, the swells are real big right now, so.
And you pull it.
Are your muscles shaking? You're shaking.
That was intense.
You had it all the way up.
Woo! Well, I'm sorry guys, I busted it off.
Unfortunately, the knot of the 200-pound mono wind-on leader that goes to the snap swivel exploded. I was using a fisherman's knot or the cinch knot, and yeah, it was just unfortunate. I think the lesson learned here is to retie your old knots. That one was quite old and should have been retied, and I don't think that would have happened. But it's a hard lesson learned. All you can do is keep moving forward, especially out here in the middle of the South Pacific Ocean.